The musicians being featured in the coronation have spoken of their joy and pride at taking part, and told how the king became personally involved in the selection. An anthem written by Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber and a jubilant and uplifting march created by Patrick Doyle are among the 12 new compositions for the ceremony at Westminster Abbey on May 6. Brit Awards and Emmy-nominated composer Sarah Class, who has composed scores for Sir David Attenborough's nature programs, was also invited by Charles to write music for the coronation. Lord Lloyd Webber, 75, said he has already played a version of his piece, Make a Joyful Noise, a coronation anthem, to the king, but he remained tight-lipped about the royal response. He said, I had the good fortune to discuss the text with the king. We discussed the writings of Solomon and I suggested adapting Psalm 98 with its message of make a joyful noise unto the Lord, the king. It seems so appropriate to the moment in the coronation service. I played, and tried to sing, my early score for him a few weeks ago. I have composed a short opening and closing fanfare, which will be played by the trumpeters of the Royal Air Force. The anthem is scored for the wonderful choir of Westminster Abbey and the Coronation Orchestra. Get the latest royal news straight to your phone by joining our WhatsApp community. Charles has personally selected the music for the ceremony, which has been designed to showcase a range of talent and styles from the UK and the Commonwealth. Performers include Welsh harpist Alice Hws, 28, and South African opera soprano Priti Yende, 38. Sarah Class spoke of her pride in attending the coronation and that in the king, the country has a monarch who is as passionate about the environment as she is. She first came to the attention of the then Prince of Wales after writing to him and mentioning his visit to her school and detailing her work with music and the environment. The king then asked her to write music for Glasgow's COP26 climate change summit. Sarah, 43, said, I feel very honored, privileged and excited to be part of the coronation. For me, it's not just a contribution, I feel so happy that I'm lending my support through my music. I love the fact that we have somebody in this position, who has these values about the planet, who cares about the environment and our biodiversity. The event is set to be a showcase of some of the best composers in the world. A short overture composed by Judith Weir will be the first performance by the Coronation Orchestra. The ceremony features 6 orchestral commissions, 5 choral and 1 organ, specially written for the occasion by composers whose styles include classical, sacred, film, television and musical theatre. Paul Mueller's composition, Coronation Kyrie, to be sung by bass baritone Sir Bryn Terfel and the Westminster Abbey Choir, is set to be the first Welsh-language performance at the crowning. Mr Mueller, 47, from St Asaph, in Denbighshire, Wales, described it as a meditative, introspective piece. He said, I was inspired by the great Welsh tunes, Aberystwyth, Cwm Rhondda, Ar Lan y Môr, and the composition is colored by the harmonies of these songs. It is a cry from the deep soul of the hills and valleys of Wales for hope, peace, love and friendship. Comment by Catherine Pepinster, royal author. From news of an air-conditioned coach, to a bespoke emoji and revelations that aristocrats such as the Duke of Rutland are not invited but 850 community and charity workers are, it looks as if the coronation will be a very modern affair. Even the music chosen suggests a contemporary twist, given that Buckingham Palace has announced that for the first time, a gospel choir will perform at the Westminster Abbey ceremony. But if you read between the lines about the music commissioned, the evidence is there that in one very special way, this coronation is going to be very traditional. It will be a service of Holy Communion, as coronations of English and, later, British monarchies have been for more than 1,000 years. Until now it has not been clear what the coronation will be like in terms of worship and prayers. With just 3 weeks to go before the King's big day, the order of service, which would make all this clear, has still not been published. But the music shows that May 6th will follow the pattern of the coronation service set over generations. Buckingham Palace has announced a coronation Kyrie, a prayer originally sung in Greek and known in English as Lord Have Mercy, which was used in the lead-up to the consecration of the bread and wine for Holy Communion at Elizabeth II's coronation in 1953, has been commissioned. This time, though, the words will be sung in Welsh by bass baritone Sir Bryn Terfel. There will also be a Sanctus, the Latin name for a prayer that comes immediately before the consecration. Composer Roxana Panufnik has been commissioned to write a version using the words from the 1662 Book of Common Prayer. And there will be an Agnus Dei, also known as Lamb of God, composed by Tara Corrigan for reflection. Again, this is a prayer associated with the moment just before Holy Communion is distributed. All of the music shows that the King has found a way of ensuring that his coronation will prove memorable as an intricate combination of both ancient and modern. Traditionalists will be pleased, and so will the innovators. Catherine Pepinster is the author of Defenders of the Faith, The British Monarchy, Religion and the Coronation, published by Hodder and Stoughton.
Now